What if a train could outpace a jet? Not just by a little, but enough to make an airplane look slow. China's new Maglev prototype isn't just pushing the limits of speed, it's rewriting the rules of how humans move across the Earth. 620 miles per hour. That's faster than a Boeing 737 at takeoff. Faster than most private jets in cruise. Faster than anything on rails, ever. While much of the world is locked in debates over electric cars, China has leapfrogged to a technology that makes every other form of ground transportation feel like ancient history. But here's the twist. This breakthrough may not even be entirely Chinese in origin, and the real story behind it could change how every nation thinks about the future of travel. Most people picture trains as heavy steel boxes rolling along steel rails, slow, noisy, bound by friction. But Maglev, magnetic levitation, shatters that image completely. Instead of wheels grinding against tracks, powerful superconducting magnets lift the train entirely off the guideway. No wheels, no contact, no friction. And when there's no friction, there's no practical speed limit from the track itself. In its early testing phase, China's new prototype hit 387 miles per hour. The full vacuum tube version is designed for 620 miles per hour, nearly the cruising speed of a passenger jet. To put that in perspective, a commercial airplane like the Boeing 737 averages around 550 miles per hour in the air. This train would beat that, without leaving the ground. Here's the part they don't put on the headlines. Magnetic levitation trains weren't invented in China. The first working maglev systems came from Germany in the 1960s. German engineers developed the Transrapid system, capable of reaching 268 miles per hour back in the 1980s. Billions were spent. Prototypes were built. Test tracks ran for miles. But Germany made one critical mistake. They never scaled the system to a national network. Political debates, environmental concerns, and cost overruns kept maglev technology stuck in the lab. By the late 1990s, China saw an opportunity. In the early 2000s, China's transport system was reaching its breaking point. The country needed faster, more efficient ways to move people and goods across vast distances. So, they invited Germany to bring maglev to China. The deal seemed simple. German companies provide the technology. Chinese companies build the infrastructure. Both sides benefit. The result was the Shanghai Maglev line, completed in 2004, the world's first commercial high-speed maglev, 19 miles in just 8 minutes. But hidden in the fine print of these joint ventures was something much bigger. Chinese engineers worked side by side with German experts, learning the technology inside and out. They studied every component, every schematic, every manufacturing process. Within years, Chinese companies had mastered maglev engineering and began improving it. China's obsession with speed isn't just national pride, it's survival. With 1.44 billion people spread across a continent-sized nation, moving people and products quickly isn't a luxury, it's the lifeblood of the economy. China already has the largest high-speed rail network on Earth, over 25,000 miles of track. That's more than the rest of the world combined. But even those trains max out at around 217 miles per hour in service. For a trip like Beijing to Shanghai, by plane, 2 hours, plus airport delays. By high-speed train, 4.5 hours. By maglev, under 2 hours. Cut travel time in half, and you double the potential economic output of both cities. The magic number, 620 miles per hour, isn't just from magnetic levitation. The real game changer is vacuum tube maglev. At high speeds, air resistance becomes the biggest enemy. At 300 miles per hour, it's like pushing through water. At 600 miles per hour, it's like plowing through wet concrete. China's solution: put the train inside a sealed tube with reduced air pressure. Less air means less drag. Less drag means higher speeds with the same energy. It's the same principle that makes spaceflight possible. Remove the atmosphere, and speed is only limited by your propulsion system. Vacuum tubes sound simple, until you try to build them over hundreds of miles. The challenges include perfect sealing to maintain low air pressure, massive pumping stations to keep the vacuum stable, thermal expansion from heat and cold that can crack tubes or misalign tracks, earthquake-proof supports in seismically active zones. At 620 miles per hour, a train travels over 900 feet per second. That leaves zero room for error. Even an emergency stop would take miles and generate extreme heat in braking systems. China is testing solutions: flexible tube joints for temperature changes, redundant levitation coils, and magnetic braking systems that never touch the train. Other countries are watching closely. Japan is building a 375 miles per hour maglev between Tokyo and Osaka, set to open in 2027. The US has Elon Musk's Hyperloop concept, still in prototype stages. India, Russia, and Saudi Arabia are drafting their own vacuum tube transport plans. The difference? China isn't just experimenting. They're building full-scale infrastructure now, and that's a strategic weapon. Ultra-high-speed ground transport could shift trade flows, tourism patterns, and even national defense capabilities. The Shanghai Maglev line costs $1.2 billion for just 19 miles. Extrapolate that, and a national vacuum maglev network could run into hundreds of billions. But China sees infrastructure differently. They treat it as a 50-year investment, not a 5-year budget item. The economic multiplier effect from job creation, tourism, manufacturing, and increased trade is seen as worth every yuan. Building multiple lines at once means parts are mass-produced, driving down unit costs. And because the state funds the projects, they aren't bound by short-term profitability like private companies in the West. Vacuum tube maglev isn't just about people. The same tech could move cargo at jet speeds without the need for airports. Magnetic levitation and vacuum systems have potential in manufacturing, power generation, even medical transport. The innovations from China's Maglev program may soon appear in industries that have nothing to do with trains. China's 620 miles per hour maglev is more than a train. It's a declaration, a statement that speed is power, that infrastructure is destiny, and that in the race for the 21st century economy, the tracks are being laid right now. But somewhere, in a research facility outside Beijing, an even faster prototype is already being tested. And when that train rolls out, 620 miles per hour may feel slow.